list, so I know to add that last. And she bites the bait. So you're on a healing journey. Of course, I hate that kind of sentimentality. I picture the font it comes in, and it nauseates me. I take a long, slow breath. I stare at the road, at the rain as it starts up again, listening to her voice soften. "Kathryn," she says, "are you there?" "Yes," I whisper. I'm wondering if it is bad form to yell at her. I don't, because even though I need to yell, she doesn't deserve it. It's me I need to yell at. So I say that it feels like more of a terrible wound. I keep thinking about the mystic, Marjorie Kemp, and all of her weeping and wailing. Tell me what happened. Go slow. She's such a good person. I'm so lucky. I say, it started yesterday. I went out to the back patio to drink my tea. The first day warm enough to do so this spring. And, Mandy, there was a dead cardinal out there. The wind picked up its feathers and ruffled them prettily. And I'm sobbing. Poor thing, she says. About the bird or about me, I am not sure. Such a sorry sight to see it robbed of flight. I suppose it hit a window. Our house is replete with windows, looks out over the lake. It's worth millions, enough for all manner of freedoms, you'd think. I put it in a shoebox and tossed it in the garbage can. And that did it. Yeah, it was the start of a very ugly argument. One of those arguments that dredges up the shit of generations. One there's no coming back from. It started with me saying I was struggling with my manuscript, that I needed to know more about Wulf, and he said, "Your brother is never coming back no matter how much ink you spill," and I blew a fucking gasket. This morning, in the doorway, it's me and Matthew and the boys, Magnus, Ross, and Harry. They are just old enough, teenagers all three of them, to repress why I might be leaving, and so abruptly. It's not them, I tell them, which only leaves one person to blame. They turn and stare at their father, who shows us his palms as if their bloodlessness is evidence of innocence. He says, "What? I didn't do anything." At which I scoff, because this is precisely the problem. These arguments go round and round. 20 years of frustration. Fights that give in to incremental change, that end in lackadaisical, predictable backsliding. Fights that result in him continuing to do nothing, to not be there, to annex himself from us, under the guise of work. "I hope you'll be happy now," he says to me the night before I leave. "It's not happiness I'm after," I say. He says he thought we would be one of those marriages that survived because we lead such separate lives. It's like I'm a wayward character in a story I suddenly refuse. For the first 2 acts, I liked the drama, the rising action, while also waiting for the main players to lock into their respective arcs, to dare to engage, to risk change. But somewhere along the plot, it's clear that it's me who is changing, me who has outgrown this story, me who finally walks. "You've changed." His tone is accusatory. Yes, I have. For that is what I thought characters were supposed to do. That is how narrative works, and how could I not? How could I refuse the call to change? I say, it's never been happiness I wanted. Not really. I wanted a marriage. I wanted the fairy tale, is what I mean. Be careful what you want. "Are you sure?" he says, by which he means there will be no going back. By which he means I can't turn the clocks back on this decision once I make it. Because whatever happiness or unhappiness might mean to him, he will never reflect, never puzzle, never confront the piece of this story that belongs to him. He's churlish standing...